Hello, and welcome back to Arcurus Plays Final Fantasy VII Remake. Well, we may have finished the main story last time, but there's still a matter of the main story to go through. So, we have the INTERmission DLC, featuring one of the side characters from the original game, Yuffie Kisaragi. And let's go ahead and start a new game. We're going to use default camera controls, and we'll be going on easy. Also, you might notice that there's a definite difference in the sound quality and the way I sound now. I have gotten a new microphone setup. I'm no longer using my headset mic. I am now back to using a Blue Yeti. I have also gotten a nice boom arm to mount it, which is excellent. And so now it should be far enough away that you should no longer hear my breath and hear my breathing. As well as every episode going forward, I'm actually going to be running through DaVinci Resolve to do some audio cleanup and that sort of thing. So that ought to be interesting. Or at the very least, it ought to be a step up in audio quality. Now, I've stepped the recordings back down to 1080p for these recordings. You may have noticed the last 6 or so episodes of the main game can be viewed in 1440. However, the footage is really choppy. I was attempting to upscale to 1440p in an attempt to get YouTube to use their better renderer, and they did use their better renderer. The only problem is the upscaling on my end is crap. So I'm looking into basically replacing my 1080p monitor with a 2K or 4K monitor in the near future, so I can record at a higher native resolution and provide that nice, crisper gameplay for everyone else. Why is it not? It wasn't registering my button presses there.
Well, guys, your girl finally made it to Midgar.
Yuffie. A resident crouching idiot hidden badass.
You got this, Yuffie. My name is Yuffie, materia hunter and elite special forces operative for the new Wutai government. I have orders to infiltrate Shinra headquarters and steal their ultimate materia, to prove to our common enemy that Wutai is not to be trifled with. Members of Avalanche, with your full support, we got this. So, members of Avalanche, where are you? Come get me already! Okay, if I was a man in a Moogle hat. Wait, does this mean what I think it does? Interesting. So, I gotta come to you, do I? You got some nerve.
Alright, so we're already about 5 minutes into this recording, and it's already basically been confirmed that Wutai is indeed backing Avalanche, and that Avalanche is working with the Wutai government, or at least that's if Yuffie can entirely be believed. Alright. Yuffie can fight effectively both up close and from range. Hold X to strike a foe with her throwing star. Hold X to continue attacking while putting distance between her and the enemy. Guarding just before an enemy lands a hit will greatly reduce damage. Alright.
Guess you're never far from a rat in Midgar. Let's see what you got. Get lost!
So as you can see, she has a throw.
You're going down! Got you now! Get lost!
And then,
Got you now!
yep.
All in a day's
So
work.
she's got melee attacks, she's got ranged attacks. It's definitely a... I'd say she plays a lot more like Tifa than most of the other characters. However, she's got her own thing going on. By pressing Y, she can hurl her weapon at a target. Press X to perform long-range ninjutsu attacks. Weapon will return automatically after a certain amount of time to retrieve it. Sooner press Y
Make
again.
way for the amazing Yuffie. You're going down! How do you like this? You're going down! How do you like this? Got you now! Well, that was easy. And my search for the elusive Moogle continues.
So we're following the Moogles here. Alright, she's capable of destroying boxes from a distance.
Gotcha!
And I can completely understand why this was a side story.
Gotcha!
You know, not included in the full game.
Think you can take me? How you like this? Got you now! Wanna beg for mercy? How you like this? Got you right where I want ya! You're going down! How you like this? Sucks to be you! Why me? Gotcha! Got you
Stick
now.
that thing down.
And our heroine triumphs again.
Okay. Here we go, let's continue on.
No palm. You okay? Anybody home?
Alright, let's continue on.
Oh, well, guess I'm not going anywhere until I get that elevator moving. I never cease to amaze myself.
Yuffie as a character has always been kind of, very self-absorbed, let's just say.
Got no time for small problems.
And as she was a side character, she didn't get a lot of characterization in the original game. A lot of it started to come from the wider compilation games, or mostly her base, like, personality was developed a whole lot more in, say, Crisis Core, which the remake for that just recently released, actually. And that's when she was shown to be, like, very impetuous and that sort of thing. Her basic, how she basically was in the original game was, you know, materia, 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 and then, you know, daddy issues, basically. In this game, at least, it seems like she's more based on trying to prove herself, really. HP up material already. Let's check out our equipment. So we have steel, deadly dodge, heal materia. Ton of materia, actually. Let's continue on.
Yeesh, this town's a total dump. I thought Midgar was supposed to be the marvel of the modern world. Talk about false advertising. City of Mako? City of garbage, more like. Something. Oh, you'll do the trick. Come on down.
Yep. Okay, looks like I'll be able to get that materia. Here we go.
Have no fear. You be here. How do you like this? You're going down. Oh yeah. Now you're in for it. Get lost. No way. Ready for a smackdown? So not even a thank you?
So the guy had an 11. What does this guy have? 20. Once again, as I discussed in the main game, who these guys are these are people who were experimented on by Hojo. Injected with Genova cells, but Genova has completely taken over who they are and their personality. And they're basically walking puppets. And the reason why they're coming here to Midgar is so that the Genova cells in them can rejoin the larger organism. Wind materia. See, the thing about Yuffie, and what's kind of unique about her, is that you can change her elemental damage type on her weapon. Basically, it will, once you get to a certain level, you unlock a different damage type. So, the elemental materials are basically useless. Also, Yuffie is not the only party member we will get in this game, but she is the only playable one. So we're going to be with her this whole time. Let's kick that last box open. I really should have paid attention. 16. I really should have paid attention to the original game to figure out, like, which of these guys was which. To see if we were encountering the same ones over and over again or different ones.
This is too weird. Okay, you got this!
And overall, I do think they managed to, in this game at least, I think they managed to hit that balance between Yuffie's immaturity and...
That rotten egg smell's gone. Must have gotten used to it. Way things are going, I'll be working for Shinra next. Nice try, Midgar. I'm talking to myself. City's getting to me.
But they do get that humor without, in my opinion, without making her too annoying. I know in Japanese media she's supposed to basically meet a specific archetype, character archetype, which would be the energetic, loud person. Which I guess is supposed to come off as annoying. But I'm not too annoyed with her, and in fact, I think some of her, a lot of humor comes off of her inexperience, and I like that. Also, unlike the main game, I'm not going to be doing the side quests in this game. And here we are in good old Sector 7.
Monster's been acting strange since the bombings. Don't go letting your guard down, okay?
Okay, bombings. So that should mean that this should take place either during or after the second reactor bombing.
Mako Reactor 5 has been temporarily shut down and all fires have been successfully extinguished. The situation is under control and the people of our fair city need not worry about any additional complications. We are in the process of conducting a full forensic investigation, but we suspect the device used was similar to that employed in the attack on Mako Reactor 1.
Oh, what do we have here? Man, that's gotta be Avalanche. Not bad. Not bad at all. But I can do better.
Yuffie? Yo.
What? There's our palm. So, you're Avalanche?
I'm Jija. Follow me.
What? Wait up! So, Jeez, yeah. Why didn't you come meet me before?
I figured an elite W agent could find their own way.
I may be elite, but it's not like I've ever been to Midgar. What exactly is a W, anyway?
Anyone who lives where you just came from, think of it as a code name.
Uh-huh.
Still can't believe they sent a kid to do this job.
This kid could kick your ass!
Saying you're a fresh face is all.
Oh, don't worry. I know exactly what you're saying.
Give me a break, will ya?
And let you walk all over me?
Well, here we are. Ladies first.
From the news, they didn't get caught. They'll turn up.
And when they do, we're gonna treat them to a feast. I can almost taste your pizza now, Jesse.
Shame, since you won't be getting any.
What?
Oh, it's good to see. It's good to see the other Avalanche members again. Again, like I've mentioned before in other games I've played in other Let's Plays, I really do like seeing things from different angles, like seeing stories from different perspectives and different time periods. So this does take place during the day after the second bombing, but the rest of the team hasn't come back yet. So Tifa and Barrett hasn't come back yet, and Cloud is currently hanging out with Aerith. So it's good to see what the rest of, the crew is doing, and just how close they are to the official Avalanche cell.
We're remodeling the place. Been living here a while, but that doesn't mean it has to look like it.
Got our bench. I'll also note that Yuffie starts at level 25, which is a much higher level than the rest of the characters. Let's meet the rest of the cell.
These two are Billy Bob and Polk. And that's Nio.
Hi. My name is Yuffie, materia hunter and elite special forces operative for the new Wutai government. I have orders to infiltrate Shinra HQ and steal their ultimate materia. To prove to our common enemy that Wutai is not to be trifled with. Members of Avalanche, with your full support, we got this.
Ready to rumble, huh?
You better believe it. So, did you guys meet Sonon yet? He was supposed to be here.
Yeah, he got in 3 days ago.
He's out on the town as we speak. Really seems to be enjoying it here.
Oh, he does he?
You, got any bags?
As if. Ninjas always travel light. It's like a rule. But I did bring these, Wutai's famous Dachau beans. Eat up. And here you go.
Can you eat these things? Guess you do.
Sheesh, you ninjas are insane.
Do me a favor, Yuffie, and wait here for Sonon. I gotta head out. Your ID should be ready for pickup by now.
Then why don't I join ya?
Nah, I got this. Besides, you reek of trouble.
Huh?
She takes things a little too literally sometimes. That's part of the naivete. New weapon. Ah, there it is. Set an element to enhance and use for attacks. This one will give me an evade. go ahead and upgrade this thing while we're here. Go ahead and pick up Mug. And AP up. Wow, double amount of AP for all material. Wow. Okay. Alright, so I guess we have to talk to everybody else as we go.
You look kind of nervous.
I just want to make sure I have the plan down pat. You know, like how to get up top and all that.
Well, if you had an ID, you'd normally just take the train up there. But with all the commotion going on, that's not really an option. Security's on high alert. If you ask me, your best bet is to sit tight and wait for things to settle down some.
Sit tight, but I want to go now.
Be my guest then. Go get killed.
Harsh.
If you haven't introduced yourself to Billy Bob, you should. He's got some intel you might want to hear.
Okay.
But I thought we all already got, you know, introduced.
My teeth.
You're welcome. So the materia I'm looking for is in the Shinra building, right? And where is that exactly?
Ignorance truly is bliss, huh?
What did you just say?
Oh, didn't mean to offend you. Of course, you probably knew this already, but there's a whole other city built on the plate above us. Shinra building's right in the middle. You can't miss it.
Oh, that one. Why didn't you say so?
As for what to do once you make it into the building, ask Naya. She'll give you the deets.
You must be tired from your trip. Why don't you get some rest?
With all the noise in this city? Freaking possible. How about you tell me where in the Shinra building they're keeping that materia instead? Don't hold out on me now. I know you know.
Actually, I kind of don't. At least, not an exact location. All I know is that Shinra, for most purposes, treats materia as a weapon. Which means the Advanced Weaponry Division probably deals with it. And since that's in the basement...
I see. So, Shinra hides its top secret materia in the basement. You won't have to wait much longer, my precious. I promise.
Just be careful, will you? Please?
So this ultimate materia she's looking at is probably the huge materia that Shinra is trying to make currently, or at least that that Scarlet is trying to make. And we kind of saw a couple of cutscenes, you know, leading up to that in the original game. So we kind of know that she hasn't really succeeded in making it, making this whole thing kind of a fool's errand.
You look about ready to die of boredom. Want to play Fort Condor?
No, I don't.
Or Condor?
I should have known. It hasn't been out long, so there's no way you W's would have heard of it.
Yes I have. And what's more, I'm awesome at it. I'll whoop you so hard you'll wonder if you ever knew the rules.
For my benefit, then. Let me go over them.
No. No. Fort Condor is a board game where you employ units of materia to destroy your opponent's headquarters. Before play begins, select a loadout. We only have one. So basically, we move around. When the game begins, both you and your opponent each have 3 bases, a headquarters, and 2 outposts. To win the match, you must either destroy your opponent's headquarters or have more bases standing when the timer runs out. Units will automatically march forward and engage enemies once they've been deployed. So there's different types of units too. So you have defensive units, attacking units, and ranged units. So like melee units, ranged units, defensive units. And there's a basically a rock, paper, scissors thing going on with that. As you can see, my defensive unit. Let's go ahead and put a grenadier over there. So along the top, you can see the ATB bars. They fill up over time, and different units cost different amounts to use those. And then there's spells. Let's put one of these. Throw another grenadier over here. And then right, shoot grenadier. But yeah, battle finished. So there's a huge side quest here, which has you going around and defeating a whole bunch of people at that game. I did it my first playthrough. I am not doing it again.
Didn't lose on purpose? Wow.
Well, if you're looking for a challenge, the Undercity's got no shortage of serious players.
I've kind of got better things to do.
Sure about that? Word is, if you beat the Grandmaster, you can win some serious cash. Materia, too.
Materia?
That's right. But you should know, the hardcore competitors won't give you the time of day till you've proven yourself.
Whatever. Bring it on.
You know about the VR combat simulation module, right?
Huh? Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? It's that thing that stimulates modulation.
Hmm? Kinda. It's a machine that puts you in a virtual world where you can practice fighting all you want. There's even a portable version of it. Guy around the corner has one.
Uh-huh.
Hardly ever see technology that cutting edge down here. So what do you say? Want to try it?
I really don't have time to be playing around with some stimulator. But just to be polite, I guess I'll take it for a spin.
The guy's name is Chadley. He's over by the Neighborhood Watch. If you ever feel like some virtual training, I'm sure he'd be happy to help.
Alright. So let's talk to her
Sonon's
again.
still not back? Must be in Wall Market then.
What's Wall Market?
Let's just say it's a place for people with mature tastes.
Mature tastes.
There's lots of different establishments. It's kinda hard to explain.
No, I think I get it. Like bars filled with smoke so thick you can't even see, and drinks so bitter you want to spit them right back out. Where everyone gets drunk and complains about how kids just don't understand the value of hard work. They'll be the death of society. Ugh, how can they not see that they're the ones destroying it?
I mean,
We'll try
Yuffie,
to
you're
have a place
partially
like that,
right.
Where grown-ups drink their lives away. It's called the Happy Turtle.
Interesting. There's a Happy Turtle in Midgar as well.
Huh?
I don't know where exactly because I've never actually been, but I do see their flyers from time to time.
You do, huh? They're taking down Midgar one citizen at a time. I salute you, Happy Turtle.
Come to think of it, there's a man who goes around putting up flyers for the bar. People call him Old Snapper, and he doesn't dress like your average Midgar male. Might be from Wutai.
I gotta find him. Man deserves some Dachau beans. All this talking's giving me a headache. I'm gonna go do some recon.
I won't stop you. Just don't go too far, okay?
All right. So there's a lot of there's gonna be a lot of like Yuffie doesn't understand big city stuff going on.
Oh, the joy and cheer that await at the Happy Turtle. Oh, greetings, Softshell. So, how many of those flyers did you find?
What?
Ahem. Collect just 6 flyers for the Happy Turtle, and a one-of-a-kind prize could be yours. Ring any bells?
Nope.
Well then, allow me to explain. The Happy Turtle's running a contest. And the rules are simple. All you have to do is collect 6 of our fabulous flyers from around Sector 7, and you'll earn yourself a prize sure to delight even the dourest Diamondback. Sadly, a handful of locals have taken to acting like stinkpots toward anything Wutaian, especially since the bombings. Some have even gone so far as to tear down my poor posters. Little wonder nobody's won yet.
Bummer.
Which leaves me in a pretty predicament. But hey, my pain might be your gain. By collecting just a handful of flyers, you could be the first, and at this rate, the only winner of the most testudineous contest in Midgar's history.
The at this rate
Here's
and
a
that made
sample
me
of one of
smile
our
a little
ads.
bit.
Breathtaking, isn't it? Now it's up to you to find all 6. Leave no shell unturned, no pond unplumbed.
That prize is as good as mine.
Ah, since you're here, you wouldn't happen to have any Condor coins on you, would you? This job may keep a shell over my head, but my real passion's coin collecting. I'd gladly part with some oddities and commodities in exchange for those little beauts.
Okay, so he's got a shop here, and you can buy things for the Fort Condor minigame. So basically, we've received a list of flyer clues. We are going to do absolutely none of these.
Wait, is that the song of the turtle I hear?
Some of them are easier to find than others. It's just going to be nice to go around town a little bit. So,
Know that tune anywhere. Look, a flying turtle. I want a balloon like that. Leave your pond and chop on fire.
so
There's gotta be some way we
as
can
a
reach
as a spoiler,
They'll be back soon.
Wedge here,
All said they aren't
he's the champion.
Bet we can knock it down. Oh, that joy.
I need to get as far away from these Happy Turtle ads as possible, because I went nuts during the time it took to find that. But Wedge there, he's the grand champion of Fort Condor. He's basically the final boss of that quest.
So the key to victory is ensuring that your units... Wait, what was a unit again?
And there's this guy who works for Shinra, that Barrett,
Who came up with this stuff?
that Barrett basically wanted to fight on the train. Jesse's also a,
Enough already, Shinra. Get it. I should be up there with them.
Jesse's also a player of this game. And it weirds me out a lot that she is, that, like, she'll just take the time out of the day just to play a board game with a random person. But also kind of goes to show how, like, everything's kind of connected.
We're your one-stop Sector 7 shop. Attention! For 3 gil, you can play Fort Condor against the lovely Kyrie.
And there's Kyrie charging people to play. That one up there is one of the Happy Turtle things, and the whole Happy Turtle side quest here, it's a homage actually to a very similar side quest in the original game. But you have to like hide behind things because of the dog up there, and that makes that part particularly difficult. No, Chadley.
Searching for candidates. Candidate detected. Performing physical analysis. She seems relatively agile and has substantial muscle mass for her stature. An acceptable candidate.
Hey, you want to tell me what you're mumbling about?
My apologies. My name is Chadley. Would you be interested in helping me with my research?
I'm Yuffie. Nice to meet you. So, what are you researching?
Combat. It would entail doing battle with a summon in a virtual arena using this portable simulator. Interested?
Sure. Why not? I'm a kick its butt.
Very well then.
So if we can get the Rama materia, we'll go ahead and do this one. All right. All right. He don't play no games. Okay. So let's go ahead and assess him. He's weak to wind. It would really help if I could actually dodge him. Okay, so we got a limit break. Let's throw a cure on myself. Come on. Oh, that's not good. Oh, wow. I can't believe I beat him, actually.
Splendid. Thanks to the data you provided during your battle, I succeeded in developing a new materia. One might say you were faster than lightning. And with the Lord of Levin
That
on your
pun hurt
side,
my soul.
your enemies will struggle to keep up.
Sonon's gotta be back by now.
Alright. Let's go ahead and equip that. Let's go ahead and put our healing materia up here. Put an MP up materia down here. That way we can take advantage of that AP gain. There's a couple of other things worth checking out around here, actually. Simply because I'm not going to be going around checking it out as we go. So if we head out here,
hey, over here! Can't believe those freaking morons. They damn near got themselves eaten trying to hide that stupid poster. You stay away from that factory, you hear? Place has monsters coming out of the walls.
why look who it is.
I'm waiting, my friend! Come out wherever you are!
So not only does he play Fort Condor, you can actually fight him. He's actually down here looking for Cloud. So that's kind of a lot of the stuff I wanted to see around here. To be honest, this whole DLC is not that long. I think it's about 4 hours, and we're going to get through it a lot faster because I'm not doing any of the side quests. So let's go on ahead and head back to our and progress the main plot, because there's not a whole lot of main plot to this.
I'm back.
Ah, there you are. Someone's been expecting you. What took you?
Sorry about that.
What?
Just thinking how you're nothing like your old man. Anyway, it's nice to meet you. I'm Sonon Kusakabe. I was lucky enough to learn how to fight from good...
Yeah, I don't want to talk about him. Let's talk about something else, like how you've adjusted to life here, indulging in adult pastimes. Which I guess means drinking yourself stupid. Last thing I need is my partner stinking like an over-the-hill has-been. Speaking of drinking, you been to the Happy Turtle? If you're part of Operation Down in One, I take it back. I am there next time you go. Don't worry, I can do adult stuff just fine.
God,
well,
you're
I
dumb.
don't even know where to begin with all of that. But I do know I haven't heard of Operation Down in One. At any rate, I'm looking forward to working with you, boss.
Boss? As in me?
Well, I've got a few years on you, I'll admit. But out of us two, you've done this longer.
I guess I have. Boss, huh? I could get used to that. Beats being stuck on the bottom rung, that's for sure.
After we get that materia, we can celebrate your promotion at the Happy Turtle.
Yeah. Stupid bird.
Ah, using
Says the merchandise is
messenger
good to go.
pigeons.
Handoffs at a depot and municipal storage.
Okay. Yuffie, Sonon, you mind coming along?
Not at all. Need to scope out the city anyway. Really get to know the enemy.
We'll be passing through a rough part of town, so you'll want to go prepared. I'll leave you to get ready. Hit me up outside when you're done, okay?
Be right there.
Alright. So Sonon. He's not a playable party member, but he is a party member. And on the easy difficulty setting, you can basically play the game without him. So let's go ahead and upgrade his equipment to make him not completely useless through most of the game. There we go. And this is also going to be a good place to call it. Let's go ahead and save. And I will see you next time.